Let's look at this one and see if we can solve for x. So one thing I notice I like about this is that I have signs and a number. That's good. It's already set equal to 0. So let's think about how we would solve a problem like that, where we have a sign squared and a sign and a number. It's kind of like if I would have something like 2x squared minus x minus 1 equals 0. How would you solve a problem like that? You would factor it. Put a 2x and an x, and put a plus 1 and a minus 1. So in the same way, we could just pretend like this is an x, and we can factor this one. So I have 2 sine and just sine. And then here I would have a plus 1 and a minus 1. Think about if you solve that. That would be 2 sine squared. This would be minus 2 sine plus 1 sine, which is negative sine. And positive times negative is a negative. So I've got two things multiplied together, and the answer is 0. So that means that 2 sine x plus 1 equals 0, or sine x minus 1 equals 0. So here I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides and divide by 2. Here I'm just going to add 1 to both sides. So I have lots of places I need to check on my unit circle. All the places where sine is 1/2. Well, on the unit circle, square root of 3 over 2, 1/2 is our pi over 6 place. So since I'm looking for where that's negative, it's going to be down here and over here when we talk about reference angles. So it's going to happen at 7 pi over 6, and it's going to happen at 11 pi over 6. And where sine is 1 is going to happen up here at pi over 2. It doesn't happen down here because that's negative 1. So these are our three answers. 7 pi over 6, which is the same as 210 degrees. 11 pi over 6, which is 330 degrees. And pi over 2, which is 90 degrees. So those would be the three angle measurements that would make that a true statement.